Indie Mogul.
Does Charles Bronson really translate into Jason Statham? You're watching Beyond the Trailer's review of The Mechanic.
You know what a mechanic is? A hitman.
Time to take your training to the next level.
You think you can get to me before I get to you?
I already have.
This mechanic is a hitman, and he was originally played by Charles Bronson back in 1972. But while Jason Statham is undeniably cool, he doesn't appear to be on the same cool wavelength as Bronson. Neither does Ben Foster, for that matter, who radiates the rare but engaging weirdo cool. However, this movie doesn't seem like much of an ode to Bronson anyway. Instead, it seems like yet another vehicle for Statham who, judging by his recent box office track record, perhaps shouldn't be allowed on the road in Hollywood anymore, at least not driving. As a matter of fact, Jason Statham has never starred in a movie that has grossed over $50 million. Yet he's still working. Hey, in Tinseltown they say image is everything, and that's the one thing this guy does have in spades. Someone who's lacking in the image department, though, is director Simon West, who made a big splash with Con Air, only to then belly flop with The General's Daughter and Lara Croft Tomb Raider. It's been a long road back for West, even taking him a step back into television. But his work on Human Target put him back on the radar, and now his latest film is being distributed by CBS Films. Yeah, well, everyone says TV is tops these days. It seems everyone would still rather be in the movie business, because Jason Statham don't do TV.
G'day, my name's Devin Turner.
Oh, do I have permission to film you?
Yeah, sure
Okay.
do.
So are you on vacation?
Oh, yeah, just hitchhiking around, having a look.
Cool. So what made you decide to see The Mechanic on your travels?
Oh, well, to tell you the truth, love, didn't really have anything else to do, you know, and thought I'd come see a film.
Was it a good use of your time? Did you like it?
Yeah, well, it didn't leave much to the imagination. There was a lot of shooting and all that jazz.
It's an exploitation film that throws in every gimmick known to the industry. After the first 10 minutes, it's garbage.
It's an action film, so you're not going in there to look for, a bunch of emotions to be flicking around and all that. It was good.
First 10 minutes were interesting because it had a character study and it at least tried to attempt to create something in the person.
Well, what was wrong with the rest of it then? What was it missing?
What was missing? Everything is known to veterans to be human, and it's just nothing more than stimulation.
Who was cooler, Jason Statham or Ben Foster?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Jason Statham only because, the whole, I don't know who was the stylist, but he had some cool clothing on. I just like his swag.
Ben Foster was probably better, but he was heaps good in Alpha Dog. Like, he was a loose cannon in that film. And in this one, he's just like, I don't know, man. It's just too entrenched in playing, the messed up white boy.
That's his niche. Are you a Jason Statham fan?
Not particularly.
Well, what made you come and see this movie today?
Well, I saw the original. I'm in the film business. I'm a writer. And I'm interested in everything.
You must get offended a lot today, these days, right?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I watched that movie Crank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was so English in that film, it brought a tear to my eye.
How about in this one?
Oh, in this one, he's quite I don't know, I think script-wise it's pretty basic.
Movies like this live or die by their action sequences. Were they cool here?
Yeah, they actually were cool. It wasn't the average fighting sequence that you would see like in Transporter 2 and all of that. It was more on some gritty.
Did you learn any good assassin tips from the movie?
Yep. Never keep your receipts.
So as a writer, what did you think of the comparisons between the two films, the original and this one?
Well, I always liked Bronson as an actor. Bronson had a certain humanity as well as toughness, and he could play this role to a T without being offensive.
Is this movie worth seeing in theaters?
Yeah, of course.
Only
Definitely.
for Jason Statham fans, or do you think anybody would enjoy it?
Anybody would, even if you're not even a Jason Statham fan per se, or even Ben Foster. You don't have to love him. You just go in there to get what you're looking for, and if you're looking for a good action film, fun, go see it.
What would you give it on a 1 to 10?
0.
Out of 8.
Have to give it like 3 out of 5. Or
What do
something
you give it
like
out of 10? 1 out of 10. We do a 1 to 10 scale.
that. 1 to 10, probably like 7.
Jason Statham keeps cranking out movies, but audiences only give The Mechanic a 5. And don't forget that The Mechanic is the focus of this week's One Sentence Review Challenge. If you've seen the movie, leave your 1 to 10 rating below, as well as your 1 sentence review. Whoever writes the best one gets a free pair of movie tickets, and I'll announce the winner this Sunday on Facebook. I'm Grace Randolph, reporting from Regal Ewok, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.